See children, so the next we have completed the textual grammar part. Now we can do the workbook grammar part from the same lesson, a letter from prison. Who wrote this one? Yes, Mahatma Gandhi. To whom he wrote? Yes, to his son Manilal. Okay, ma. So now see this one. First question, Nana. What do we have here? Understanding the text. In the workbook, first part we have understanding the text. Under these two we have, one is tick the correct answer and another one is question answers. So first you see this one. Mahatma Gandhi was greatly affected by a passage in. So where was he affected greatly? He told in that letter. Where? In the Upanishads or Netaji's introduction to the Upanishads, the biography of Swami Vivekananda. So while he was reading different kinds of books, there he was greatly affected with Netaji's introduction to the Upanishads. So take that one. Okay, children. And now see the next one. As a young boy, Gandhiji's keenest enjoyment was to be. As a young boy, Gandhiji's keenest enjoyment was to. What is that keenest enjoyment? To play with his friends, to nurse his father, to watch movies and visit new places. What was his keenest enjoyment? Yes, to nurse his father. Right now? So then answer second option B. Next one. See the third one. Gandhiji felt that it was more blessed to be. Gandhiji felt that it was more blessed to be. How? To be a good gardener, or else to be poor than to be rich, or to rich than to be poor. So rich than to be poor, or poor than to be rich, or a good gardener. How he wanted? So he was more blessed to be, yes, poor than to be rich. Poor than to be rich. So this is also B option. Okay, children. So in all these three we get only B option only. Okay, ma. So first write this one and then we can do the question answers for this. See children, so the next one we have in the same understanding the text. So you have read the text very carefully. Now it's your turn to give the answers. The questions I am going to ask. What? Answer the following questions. So they have given some questions in the workbook. Na? Yes, tell me. So total 5 questions are there. Yeah, one by one tell. So what is the first question? Where was the letter written from Mahatma Gandhi and whom was it addressed to? Where was the letter written from Mahatma Gandhi? Where was the letter written from Mahatma Gandhi? So the letter was written from Mahatma Gandhi from prison. So where was the letter? He had written letter. Yes. Where was the letter written from Mahatma Gandhi? That is from prison. So to whom did he write? To his son Manilal. Right, ma? So see the first question. Write all of you. See the book and write in your book all of you. First question. Where was the letter written? Where was the letter written by? Where was the letter written by Mahatma Gandhi? Where was the letter? Where was the letter written by Mahatma Gandhi? Mahatma Gandhi wrote a letter. From where did he write? Yes, from the prison. So that's why. Where was the letter written by Mahatma Gandhi? By Mahatma Gandhi and whom was it addressed to? And whom was it addressed to? Whom was it addressed to? Yes, write the answer for this. Write the answer, Nana. The letter was written. The letter was written by Mahatma Gandhi. By Mahatma Gandhi from prison. Mahatma Gandhi from prison. And it was addressed to his son. What is his name? Very good. Manilal. His son Manilal. So see the question mark. Where was the letter written by Mahatma Gandhi? From where? It is from prison. So, and whom was it addressed to? The letter was written by Mahatma Gandhi from prison, and it was addressed to his son Manilal. Okay, children. And see the next question, Amma. Next question, what do we have? See the second question, Ma. What do we have? Yes. Why did Mahatma Gandhi choose to write to his son? Why did Mahatma Gandhi choose to write to his son? Why? Because he has been nearest to his thoughts in all his reading. Right? That's why he had written. He read different books. In all these, he remembered that his son was the nearest to that. That's why to discuss that, he wrote this letter to his son. Okay, ma. Write the question. This one. Why did Mahatma Gandhi? Why did Mahatma Gandhi? Why did Mahatma Gandhi choose to write to his son? Choose to write to his son. Choose to write to his son. Where? So write the answer for this. For this we should write Mahatma Gandhi chose to write. Mahatma Gandhi chose to write to his son, because he has been nearest to his thoughts, in all his reading. So that's why he chose to write a letter to his son. So why did Mahatma Gandhi choose to write to his son? Mahatma Gandhi chose to write to his son because he has been nearest to his thoughts. He has been nearest to his thoughts in all his reading. He read so many books, Upanishads and all. Among all these, he remembered his son was the nearest to all. That's why he wrote a letter to his son. Okay, children. See the third question, ma. Give the names of two other sons Gandhiji refers to at the beginning of his letter. What did he inquire about them? So, what are the names of those two children? Who are those people? Can you remember those? Who are those? Yes, those are Ramdas and Devadas. And what did he inquire? So, they were affected with cough. So, he inquired about their health. Okay, children. So, now, and their education, how their classes, how their lessons are going on, how their education is going on. Right, ma? So, now, see the question. Third one, what do we have? Give the names of names of two other sons, two other sons, Gandhiji refer to. Gandhiji refers to. Gandhiji refers to at the beginning of his letter. At the beginning of his letter. Beginning of his letter. Right, ma? And what did he inquire about them? What did he inquire? What did he inquire about them? What did he inquire about them? Their health, na? He inquired about their health and lessons. So, why? Here see the question. Give the names of two other sons Gandhiji refers to at the beginning of his letter. In the starting, he asked about these two children. And why at the beginning they give means another son, Harilal, that is in the last he mentioned. Na? That's why at the beginning he asked now. The question is about the beginning children names. Beginning, what they mentioned, those children names. Okay, children. So write the names. Write that the names of two other sons. Two other sons that Gandhiji refers to are, who are those? Those are Ramdas and Devdas. Ramdas and Devdas. So what did he inquire? About them? He inquired about their keeping well of their health. Keeping well of health and whether they were learning to their lessons. Okay, ma? So, whether they were learning to their lessons. So, give the names of two other sons Gandhiji refers to at the beginning of his letter. The names of two other sons that Gandhiji refers to are Ramdas and Devdas. What did he inquire about them? For that, he inquired about their keeping well of health. They have cough and health issue, na? So keeping well of health, and whether they were learning to their lessons, whether they were learning or not. So that he inquired in this letter. Okay, children. So write these three fast, and then I'll tell you the fourth one. See the fourth question, ma? What do we have? Name the others whose books Mahatma Gandhi had been reading in prison. Name the others whose books Mahatma Gandhi had been reading in prison. He read so many books, na? What are those others' names? What are the names of others what he read? So those are Emerson, Ruskin, Mazini and Nathuramji's Upanishads, right? So these he had written. So that's why that we should write the answer. So see the question, what do we have? Name the authors. Name the authors whose books Mahatma Gandhi had been reading. Whose books Mahatma Gandhi had been reading in prison. So he mentioned what did he, which books, whose books he had read. He had, yes, read. So now see this one. Answer. What is the answer? We can write it. So the names of authors, that Gandhiji have, the names of authors that Gandhiji have been reading. Were those? Emerson, 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 Ruskin, Mazni, Mazzini, Ruskin, Mazni and Nathuramji's. So Nathuramji, he wrote one book, that is Nathuramji's Introduction to Upanishads. So Nathuramji's Introduction to Upanishads. Okay, children. So these books he had read. So what are those? The names of authors that Gandhiji have been reading were Emerson, Ruskin, Mazni and Nathuram's Introduction to Upanishads. These books he had read. And see the last question in this, Nana. What do we have? What should not be neglected by Manilal? What he should not neglect? Yes, education. Right? Write the question. What should not be neglected? What should not be neglected by Manilal? What should not be neglected by Manilal? Write the answer. Write the answer for that. Education should not be neglected. Education should not be neglected by Manilal. Education should not be neglected by Manilal. That Gandhiji told his son. So what should not be neglected by Manilal? Education should not be neglected by Manilal. Okay, children. So these are the question answers we have in this lesson. Okay, ma? Write these answers. See, children. So after the question answers, we have the next topic, and this word search. That we have completed understanding the text. And in that fill in, correct, choose the correct option, and the next one is question answers we have completed. Continuation we have word search. So what do we have in this? Refer to a dictionary and find out the difference between the following words. So here two words they have given total. So in this we should refer a dictionary, and in that what are the differences, meanings in this between these two words, like this we should find it. Okay children. Now see this one. First one, what do we have? Temper. Temper means to get a sudden angry, right? To become angry. So temper means what can we write? Suddenly to become angry. To become angry suddenly. To become angry suddenly. Within a short time, immediately. We are getting angry for anything means that we call it temper. And what is the temperament? Temperament means we call it basic nature. Temperament means basic nature. That we call it temperament. Basic nature we call it temperament, and to get very angry suddenly, that we call it temper. Okay children. And see the next one, what do we have? Expert means a person has high level of knowledge or skills, that we call it expert. So what can we write? A person with a high level of knowledge, a high level of knowledge or skill. So that we call it expert. A person with a high level of knowledge or skill, that we call it expert. And what do we call except? E-X-C-E-R-P-T. What do we call this except? So who says the story in the short end? There is a gist of this, that we call it except. So especially in the films, total story means the main bottom line and the main parts they explain, that we call it except. Okay children. So what can we write for this? A short extract form. A short extract form of a film. A short extract form of a film, that we call it excerpt. And what do we have next one? Advisor means, yes, a person who gives advice to the others in which field they are, in a particular field. Those are called advisors. Advice means who gives suggestions to others. Okay, advisor means in a particular field who gives suggestion, that is advisor. Okay, so now see this one, advisor, we can write a person who gives advice. A person who gives advice in a particular field. Is called advisor. Who gives a suggestion in a particular field. Who gives an advice in a particular field. Those are called advisor. Okay. And what is this advice? Advice means to give someone official information. To give someone official information about something, that we call it advice. So what do we know about something? That if we suggest to the others, that we call it advice. To give someone official information. What do we know exactly? Not assuming it. Assuming means we feel and we think about it. Not like so. Exact one, what is that? if we know that, if we share, if we give suggestion to them, that we call it advice. Okay children, so these are the differences among these three words, each one two. These are the differences between these two words. Okay children, so write these answers and learn it. See children, so the next one we have, fill in the blanks to complete the words. So here blanks they have given in the words. We should complete this. So how? They have given the words separately also. Those only here where we have should find it. Simple, 4 words only, easily you can find it. So see the first one. Here what did they give? OPPORTUNITY. What do we call? Very good. Opportunity. That we call it opportunity. Next one, psychology. Spelling PSYCHOLOGY. Psychology. And next one, third one, what do we have, Nana? Virtue. 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 And next one, indelible. 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 Okay, ma. These words here, blanks they have given. Where we get it? That we should write. First one you see, dash IR dash dash dash. What do we have? Second letter IR means easily you can find. Very good. Virtue. Spelling VIRTUE. 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 And second one what do we have? Yes. Psych. SY means it is psychology. Spelling PSYCHOLOGY. Psychology spelling, Nana? PSYCHOLOGY. Psychology. Okay, ma. Next one, dash N dash dash L dash B dash dash. Very good. Indelible. Spelling INDELIBLE. Indelible. Okay. So next one. Yes, left only one, that is opportunity. Spelling OPPORTUNITY. Opportunity. What are these words, ma? Virtue. Spelling VIRTUE. Virtue. And psychology. 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 Next one, indelible. Spelling INDELIBLE. Indelible. And last one, opportunity. Spelling OPPORTUNITY. Opportunity. Okay children, so very easy, you can learn the spellings, but very important. So learn these spellings all of you. Okay ma.